सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Chapter 17, verse number 15. अनुद्वेगकरं वाक्यम् सत्यं प्रियहितं च यत् स्वाध्यायाभ्यसनं चैव वाङ्मयं तप उच्यते। For a refinement of one's own mind, our scriptures prescribe 3 types of sadhanas. Any sadhana or practice, a discipline, is meant for mind purification. Sadhana, we can call it as discipline. Discipline means deliberate, willful, voluntarily undergoing certain types of actions at 3 levels. Very big sentence, Each word is very important. Sadhana means a discipline. A discipline is that voluntarily, willfully, we implement or we put into practice at 3 levels: Kayika, Manasa, Vachaka. At 3 levels you can practice any discipline voluntarily, not imposed by anybody. You yourself deliberately take that practice with your wish only, and you regularly practice that. This sadhana, this discipline will help me. It will refine my mind, gives chitta shuddhi, mental peace. Fasting is a sadhana. It is good for me. It is good for society. It is good for my health. Willfully, deliberately, with my own wish, I follow that fasting. Ekadasi or Dwadasi or Shivaratri. Like that, umpteen sadhanas are prescribed. Lord Krishna just give a clue, mention in 3 words: yajna, dana, tapaha, karma. All these come under karma. Yajna karma, dana karma, tapah karma. Karma means an action. So therefore, we should not question why Shastra prescribe this. We keep faith on Shastra. Shastra prescribe only for my sake. That's why Lord Krishna said, Yajna dana tapah karma natyajam. We should not give up. Karyameva tat. That evakara is very important. One should follow Panchamaha Yajnas, Daiva Pujanam regularly. Rishi Yajna regularly. With commitment. And Lord Krishna highlighting in this chapter, when we take up these sadhanas, the disciplines, What do you mean by sadhana? Is a particular time you have to practice? Not like that. Even you can convert your whole life into a sadhana. Whole life means what? All your actions, even mundane actions, even mundane worldly actions, daily duties also, you can convert into a worship of Lord. This is bhavana is very important. The spirit behind any discipline is important. What discipline you are following is immaterial, that is secondary. But with what bhavana you are doing, with what attitude you are doing, that is most important criteria for following these sadhanas. Therefore, Lord Krishna is highlighting that yajnam, tapas. Now we are seeing that tapas, yajna we have already seen, sattvika yajna, rajasa yajna and tamasa yajna. And another point Lord Krishna highlighting, this tamasic nature. By swabhava, one may practice tamasic yajna. Okay, first Shastra accepts. All these abhicharika karmas, yajnas and all they do. Other rituals, very, very, very gross level rituals they practice. But we never condemn them, criticize them in initial stages. Shastra allow them. Allows. Then that person slowly get fed up with that and slowly he enter into Rajasa Yajna. Then Rajasa Yajna is not ultimate. Shastra says, you take up Sattvika Yajna. I don't want to explain. Care of your previous notes, last classes. So Yajna we have completed. Now tapas, when Lord Krishna dealing with that austerity, tapas is very, very important. Austerity. What do you mean by austerity? Austerity means willful self-denial. Whatever I am addicted to, any person, some weakness is there. Any weakness, a eating sweet weakness, daily reading newspaper weakness, daily taking coffee weakness. So these are all simple weaknesses are there. Shastra says, give up that once in a while. Say no to them. I want to watch serial every day. I don't see serial. Once in a while, stop. The willful self-denial. I deny that habit which I am very much addicted to. That is it's a best discipline. Suppose I am like a chattering box. Okay, you are not chatterbox, I am telling. Suppose a person is too talkative. Always talking. Shastra says, practice maunam. Very difficult for that person. Maunam is toughest task for a talkative person. But Shastra prescribe maunam, a beautiful vratam, maunam vratam. So Lord Krishna enumerating that. In this 15th shloka, Vak tapas he is mentioning. Tapas means austerity. First control your tongue. This is what very difficult for many people, no? Vak tapas at a karana level. Karana means instrumental level austerity. Instrumental level. What are all instruments we have? Every day you are chanting, I think so. Kayena vacha manasendriyairva buddhyatmanava. How many decades you are chanting that? But any time have you analyzed into it? No? What do you mean by kayena manasa vacha? Then a verbal chanting like a parrot. No? Okay. In the initial stages, chant. Well and good. But it gives refinement, okay. But it will never give Atma Jnanam. Unless Mimamsa you do. Mimamsa means what? analysis, inquiry into its meaning. Later, anushtanam. First I should know what it means. No? What it means, that means what? Really what it communicates. What Krishna wants us from us. He wants us to do, to implement. So therefore not quoting the shlokas. Quoting shlokas verbally never help us to attain moksha. Implement. Lord Krishna says, first follow vak tapas. Vak level at karma indriya level. Karana indriyam. Vak level. What he says, anudvegakaram vakyam. Never speak which are hurtful. Your words should not hurt others. A spiritual seeker, a Vedantic seeker, a Tivra Mumukshu always should watch the words before they are coming out. Do scrutiny. Filter your words. Scrutinize your words. Never just blabber. Never just pour your words. Avesham will come. No? Lot of boiling inside. No? But when words are coming out, you have to, what is that board? Always I say, trespassers will be prosecuted. That board. You should not enter into any other's property. What board they keep? Trespassers will be prosecuted. Like that I have to watch my words always. Words are nothing but a gross form of thoughts. A beautiful view. This is the idea. Words are nothing but an expression of your own mind at gross level. Mind is at subtle level. No one knows what you are thinking. Bhagavanukku da theriyum. No one knows. But how we can know your mind, Anna? By your words. The way you talk, the way you express, the words what you use. All the monitoring, no? You can monitor them at verbal level. Lord Krishna says, Anudvegakaram, rule number 1. How your speech should be. So not hurtful speech. When all the time. All the time. Next, number 2. Second rule number 2 is Satyam. Avoidance of lies. Be truthful. Be truthful to your inner conscience first. Then be truthful to your actions, words and all. Manasekam, vachas ekam, karmani ekam, mahatmanaha. Great people, noble people are those, their words, thoughts and actions are in alignment. There is no split personality. But evil-minded people, manasi anyat, vachasi anyat, karmani anyat, duratmanaha. Therefore, check your words. Anudvegakaram satyam, satyam bruyat. Rule number 3, priyam and hitam. Priyam means pleasant. When you speak, the words must be pleasant. Never speak unpleasant words. You will become enemy to other people. No, I am speaking truth. I don't want to become pleasant to others. I want to speak truth. Then Lord Krishna need not say priyam. Satyam is sufficient, Think a while. Speaking truth is sufficient. Wonderful. But Lord Krishna included the word priyam. Oh my dear Arjuna, you have to speak truth. You have to avoid lies, at the same time pleasant. That's why your satyam can work when you speak pleasantly. Otherwise your satyam will not work. Even though you are straightforward, you are a good person, you are speaking always truth, You never say lies. Wonderful. But nobody listen to you. No priyam. Very, very unpleasant words. Unpleasant. சில பேர் பெரியவங்க எல்லாம் வீட்டில் அப்படிதான் பண்ணுவான். கிராண்ட் ஃபாதர், கிராண்ட் மதர். நான் சொல்றதெல்லாம் சத்தியமா பேசுறேன். ஆனாலும் வாயை திறந்தா இதை ஓப்பன் தேர் மவுத் தாங்கவே முடியாது. The way they talk. So how children follow? Very difficult. அதுதான் லார்டு கிருஷ்ணா says, புண்படுத்தக்கூடாது. நாவினால் பட்ட புண் ஆறாது. You cannot take your words back. People will become enemies to you, shatrus to you. Nobody will come to that person. But satyam பேசுறார், என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? அதுதான் பிரியம். Not only priyam, hitam. It is good for that other person. சும்மா போய் பிளசண்டா இருக்க, சத்தியமா இருக்கன்னு பேசக்கூடாது. That words must be beneficial to that person. Is it not? Otherwise, why he has to listen? What business he has got to sit in front of you and listen hours together? You are giving big speech and he has to sit. No. If your words are pleasant and truthful and as well as useful to that person, beneficiary, that person must be beneficiary through your words. Each word is $1 billion worth. அது இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்றது எவ்வளவு கஷ்டமா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. சொல்றது ஈஸி, மேடல உட்கார்ந்து. By sitting on the stage, giving speech is easy. But implementing is a great sadhana, spiritual sadhana. Wonderful spiritual sadhana. Therefore what? Satyam, priyam, hitam. நான் இப்போ பேச போற வார்த்தை, what words I'm talking, these words are useful to my kith and kin. My grandson, my granddaughter, my son or my daughter-in-law, my daughter, or to my neighbor, or to my friend, or to my student, or to anyone. Are they useful? Then only I should talk. That too pleasingly should talk. That to be truthful. Lord Krishna is like that. That means a person who is telling like that, hey Arjuna, udvegakaram, it should not create any pain in that other person, and sweet, pleasant, beneficiary. That means Krishna must be following all these things. Otherwise, how can he say? Anushtanam. Once the person follow and speak, they will work. Without anushtanam, following all these things and just telling, all of you speak pleasantly, all of you speak usefully, it won't work. They have no power. They have no power, those words. Therefore, parents first they put into anushtanam. Anushtanam enna? Implementation. Implement. Better avoid advice. As much as possible, better avoid advice. First you implement. Manavakena implementation illa, advice matram go on giving. On and on we are giving. It won't work. Never give advice. You just implement first. Then automatically everything take its own course now. Next what he says, priyam over eva. Then next word, swadhyaya abhyasanam. Swadhyaya abhyasanam means the regular study of scriptures. Parayanam here. Chanting. Daily am I chanting Bhagavad Gita? Verbal. Parayanam means what here? Vachika karma. Bhagavan says vachika karma. Vachika karma means what? You must know at least minimum Bhagavad Gita. Once I am born in this country, in this culture, this is such a great Bhagavad Gita. Every day I should do Parayanam. Children should do Parayanam every day. One chapter, compulsorily. Vishnu Sahasranamam, Lalita Sahasranamam. Vishnu Sahasranamam, Lalita Sahasranamam people will read. Why? And a Phala Shruti they have given. What is that Phalashruti? Dhanardhi dhanam prapnoti. Putrarthi putra prapnoti. Whatever he desires, he will get. That means, and the Phalashruti is there. Here Phalashruti, nobody knows. That is why Bhagavad Gita, people don't chant. Lalita Sahasranama, like Vishnu Sahasranama, they are very, very popular now. All other things are secondary. Not like that. We should not stick to only one or two Parayanam. Edo Phalashruti kettidu mattume pannakoodadu. Whatever connected to the Lord, any stotram, any scriptural, these things and all, you have to be chanted. That is called Swa-adhyaya Abhyasanam. One's own Shakha, Veda, one can chant. Swadhyaya means what? Swa-adhyaya means one's own Shakha, Veda, which Veda you belong to. That Veda you can chant. Or at least Narayaniyam, at least Bhagavatam, at least Bharatam, at least Devi Puranam, at least enna edo oru Puranam, at least. What Puranam we are reading daily enna Tuglak, Mangair Malar, Tangair Malar, edo Malar padichirnirukom. All newspapers, weeklies, magazines, Kumudam, Amudam, edo ella padichirnirukom. Where is the time for this Swadhyaya Abhyasanam? Rampantly they are coming, no? Lot of weeklies, magazines, competition. For them it is a business. We are trapped in their business. Unfortunately, unwanted news. Thevaillada news. And we are spiritually not growing, materialistically we are suffering, entering into that and suffering. What is this? Lord Krishna says, Vak tapas, Vak bhushanam bhushanam. Real ornament is your speech. Lakshmir vasatu jivhagre mitra bandhavaha. One Bhartrihari Shlokam. Where is Lakshmi? Wealth na. You can earn wealth through your words. Lakshmi vasatu jivhagre. பணம் எங்க இருக்கப்பா? பேங்க்ல கிடையாதப்பா, உன்னுடைய வார்த்தையில இருக்கன்னா. லக்ஷ்மி வசதி ஜிஹ்வ அக்ரே, அந்த டிப் ஆஃப் யுவர் டங். ஜிஹ்வ அக்ரே மித்ர பாந்தவாஹனர். All your friends and relatives, you can maintain the relationship. Not one day or 2 days, lifelong. What relationship? A congenial relationship. And that relationship should not disturb me. I should not be disturbed by other relations. I should not disturb any person related to me. Mitra bandhavaha vasati jivha agre. If I know how to speak properly, that is what you are a mature person means. Your friends will continue lifelong, and your partners will continue lifelong, and your well-wishers continue lifelong. They will never miss you. If your speech is sweet, pleasant and beneficiary, you can conquer the whole world. That's very important. Last class I have mentioned, don't speak loudly. If you speak loudly also it comes under violence. I don't want to explain further. Okay. Minimum voice. When other person is not ready to listen, we should not talk. Because here boiling volcano, I want to find out a victim. அவனுக்கு டைம் இருக்கோ இல்லையோ தெரியாது. கரெக்டாக ஃபோன் பிடிச்சிட்டு ஆன் அண்ட் ஆன் half an hour 45 minutes அவனு கரெக்டாக பாத்ரூமில் ஷீக்காய் போட்டுன்னு இருப்பான். He's taking bath, putting shikakai. What will happen? You imagine. Can I speak? Can I take few minutes? We have to ask. Even from husband, even from wife, even from sister or brother or father, mother, we should take permission. I have no right to demand just like that. This is called courtesy. This is called etiquette. This is called manners. This is called culture. Never take it as granted your family members. Respect them as they are individuals. Give respect and take respect. If I don't give respect, if I take it as granted, I lose my respect. If I lose my respect, it is a humiliation. It is a type of humiliation the mind, internally suffer. And become a sick mind. It can never be a healthy mind. That mind cannot be a healthy mind. That person can never get good health. So all are interconnected. Parunga. All are interconnected. Even I cannot remove any point here. No? All are interconnected. How beautifully designed our Shastra. No? But we should know how to think, how to look at it. How to look at it. Words are there, but I should know how to look at it. So, Vangmayam tapa uchyate. Appa. This whole thing is called Vangmayam. Vangmayam means what? Your whole language. Your whole language range is called tapaha. Vangmayam tapaha. That is called tapas. Vak tapas. Lifelong. Until death I have to follow this tapas. That is why one value if I follow, all other values run behind me. No? Be master, no? Master one value at least. Jite rasam, jite sarvam. Yogasya pradhamadvaraha vang nirodhaha. Vang nirodhaha. Control of your tongue is the first entrance gate of yoga. Vang nirodhaha means disciplining the tongue or control at words level, no? At volume level. All these things I have to priyam, hitam, satyam. If I can discipline all these levels, that is yogasya prathamadvaram. Adukapram yogame. First entry gate. Talk less. Very minimum. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சின டாபிக் இது. If you leave me, I will go on and on. Next shloka we will go. 16th shloka. Manah prasada saumyatvam. Maunamatma vinigrahah. Bhava samshuddhirityetat. Tapo manasamuchyate. Now Lord Krishna presenting the Manasa tapas. Antahkaranam. At instrumental level, I said. Manas level. In 14th shloka, we saw Kayeka tapas. How you should worship elders, God, your country, how you should show through physically. By doing namaskara, by saluting, all those things we saw. Then 15th shloka, walk level tapas, speech level. All this comes under karanam. Isn't it? Physical body level, that is a karanam. And walk is also a karma indriyam, karanam. Now manas level, antah karanam level, how you should do tapas. Manah prasadaha, first rule number 1. Mental quietude. That is why when you get prasadam from the Lord, that is called prasadam. Laddu is prasadam, vibhuti is prasadam. Once you get that, your mind becomes so calm, quiet. That's why it is called prasadam. Whatever comes from Bhagavan after puja, and they give to you, pujari gives to you. How do you feel at that moment? Once you receive the prasadam, what is your condition of your mind? Ananda, prashantata, nimmadi. That is manah prasada. That's why that is prasadam. I do not know how far we are getting prasadam. Manah prasadam, when you take that prasada. Suppose you take laddu. Laddu is so costly. Now prasada price is increasing. Go on increasing. Who asked you to buy that prasada? Whatever they give freely, you eat, take and go, come back. You are not supposed to take more prasada. Prasada is always little. We are not talking about that prasada here. Okay. Kadalu Sundal Dal prasada. Here, manah prasada. Mental quietude. This is parah pratyaksham. You cannot know they have the mental quietude or not. Very difficult. Other person is having mental quietude or not. How do you know? Aparoksham. This is paroksham. Paraprathyaksham anna namakku theriyadu nu artham. Pratyaksham paraprathyaksham anna avanukku da theriyum namakku theriyadu. Pratyaksham not to you. Paraprathyaksham anna. That person only knows whether his mind is having quietude or not. Therefore, never try to read the mind of people that person is having quietude mind or not. First watch your mind. Why we have to worry about the other mind? I want to read others' mind. Mind reading. People are busy in reading others' mind. Therefore, stop all those activities. Manaprasadaha. Free from the mental turmoil. This is called manasika tapas. If a person is free from mental turbulence, mental turmoil, he is having a mental quietude and artham. Cheerfulness, mental cheerfulness, which are caused by the any turbulence or any turmoil caused by the material objects. This person is free from that disturbance which is caused by the outside external world or relations. And saumyatvam. Saumyatyam means gentleness. Gentleness. That means your manah prasada, mental quietude expressed at body language level. Body language level means here saumyama, the way you talk, gently you talk. If you talk gently, your mind is maintaining the quietude and artham. This is correct. Small correction. Manah prasadaha is para aprathyaksham. Para aprathyaksham. Saumyatvam is para pratyaksham. Sorry. Small correction. Cheerfulness in expression. In manaprasada, there is no expression. It is inside me alone. I am tranquil. I am in equilibrium. I am very, very calm, serene. But it is my mental level. That is expressed, then it becomes paraprathyaksham. Manaprasadam is para aprathyaksham. It is not visible to others. And I pottukongo. Paraprathyaksham chonadike para aprathyaksham pottukongo. Ippu saumyatvam, your manaprasadam will be expressed through gentleness. That is called saumyatvam. Very gently you speak. Very gently you behave. Very gently you behave. That is called saumyatvam. Para pratyaksham. This is called para pratyaksham. How it comes? Anayasena, Shankaracharya says, it should come spontaneously, without any effort. It should come spontaneously, without any effort. It should come spontaneously without any effort. Then next comes maunam. Mauna means vak samyamanam. Silence. Munehe bhavaha maunam. Munehe bhavaha maunam. Shankaracharya translate it as ekagrataya atmachintanam maunam. Ekagrataya atmachintanam. Sanatsu Jatayanlo second chapter totally based on this only, maunam. Ekagrataya atmachintanam maunam. Mental silence and anartha. Mind is always enjoying that Brahman which is a silent Swarupam. This is a philosophical meaning. If you want to understand in simple language, absence of mental pressure inside to talk. There is no pressure inside to talk. I want to talk, I want to talk. That pressure is not there inside. There is no pressure inside to talk. That is called maunam. There is no pressure inside the mind to talk. Okay. Next one is Atma Vinigraha. Mastery over the mind. Or Shamaha. Mind control. Mind control. Atma Vinigraha Shamaha. Bhava Samshuddhihi. That Kalidasa tells. What is the condition of that Muni's mind? Muni mind eppadi irukkumna, Kalidasa says, he is not comparing the mind of a Muni to something else. On the other hand, he compares that Manasa Sarovaram, you know, that Manas Sarovar, how tranquil, he compares, it is like a Muni's mind. Now, see, Muni mind we are not supposed to compare with anything. Because a Muni means a Jnani, a wise person, he is entertaining the mind very silent mind, he entertaining in Atma Chintanam. Atmanyeva Atmana Tushtaha. Therefore, Kalidasa compares Manasa Sarovar, how tranquil it is, it's like the mind of a Muni. Mind of a Muni eppadi irkumo appadi irukuma Manas Sarovar. Mind of the Muni eppadi irukum? You have to become Muni. Then only you can know. Okay, adi maunam. So all your words are nothing but a reflection of your mind. Words are nothing but a reflection of your mind. Manasula eppadi irukanu words paathite kandipidikalam. We can know by their words. Adinala jagrathaya pesanum. Nobody knows about my mind. We think like that. But Shastra says, if you speak out, it is visible. It is visible. Bhava Samshuddhi. Next one. Fifth one. Bhava Samshuddhi means clean intention. Without anger, greed, passion, freedom from all hidden agendas. Freedom from all hidden agenda. When I am talking or thinking something, there is no hidden agenda. Intention. Parehe vyavahara kale amayatvam. Maya is not there. Mayatvam is not there when I am talking with others. Amayatvam. That means absence of trickery. Tricks antar chonuma. Tricks. Absence of trickery while I am thinking about others, talking with others. I have no tricks in my mind. Like a child, innocent. While dealing with other people, any interaction time. Next one, iti. Next one is enough. All these are all manasa tapas. What are they? Manah prasadaha, saumyatvam, maunam, atma vinigraha, bhava samshuddhihi. Iti etat manasam tapaha uchyate. Manasam tapaha uchyate. Next shloka we will read. Now we are going to enter into Karana Drishtya tapas over. Ipo Guna Drishtya tapas. Satvika tapas, Vachika tapas, Rajasa tapas and Tamasika tapas. Again we have to apply what? Satvika, Kayika tapas, Satvika, Vachika tapas, Satvika, Manasa tapas. Next shloka comes, I told you last class that Rajasa, 3 karanams, 3 gunas. How goes together? Now we'll read the 17th shloka. Shraddhaya paraya taptam tapastap trimidham naraihim aphalakankshibhiryuktaihim सात्विकं परिचक्षते तत् त्रिविधं तपः सात्विकं परिचक्षते. That threefold austerity they declare. Parichakshate means they declare or they speak of it. What is that? Trividham, the threefold austerity disciplines, which is practiced. Taptam means which is practiced, observed, put into practice. Anushtanam. How you can say this is sattvika, vachika tapas, manasika tapas, or kayika tapasana? That should be shraddhaya taptam. Shraddhaya paraya taptam. Paraya means without a taint of doubt on the validity of Shastra. Paraya, Shraddhaya, faith. Whatever I follow disciplines, either Maunavratam or Ekadasi, fasting, or any other ritual, when I follow any discipline, I implement it without an iota of doubt upon that discipline. Suppose I am practicing a japa, mantra japa, whether this japa is useful or not. Is it having any validity? Such a type of doubt should not come. The doubt comes, it is not a sattvic tapas. If I doubt any injunction given by Shastra and I am following, if I get doubt whether this is useful or not, whether it gives benefit or not, and the doubt vandale adi sattvika tapas illa. That's what Lord Krishna says. Without any doubt, if a person does paraya shraddhaya, supreme great faith, that is very, very difficult. Suppose I surrender to my Guru, to my Shastra Guru who is teaching, I should not doubt my Guru. Guru is pratyaksha daivam for me. Suppose I get doubt on that Guru. Guru is not the loser. Shastra will not bless me. If an iota of doubt comes on my Guru's teachings, I will never be blessed by the Shastra. Because intellect is blocked. And the doubt the intellect is blocked. Once intellect is blocked, doors are closed. Once doors are closed, no teaching will enter. Even though you listen from this ear, they will go from this ear. You do not know that. We do not know that. But how do you know? Shraddhaya. Therefore, one shloka used to say, Mantre tirthe dvije deve daivagne bheshajau gurau yadrishi shraddha bhavati tadrishi phalam bhavati. Mantre, the mantra given by the teacher. And all these 6 you must have shraddha. They work if you have shraddha alone. Otherwise they won't work. Mantre, the mantra given by the Guru, I should not doubt on that mantra. Ayyo, innur mantra eduthirukalame. Rama mantram powerful, Krishna mantram powerful, or Shiva mantram. We should not doubt like that. Mantre shraddha. Mantre. Tirthe. Any pilgrimage. You go to a river, a pilgrimage center, nice place, that sanctity you should not doubt. If you go to that place, you should have faith in that place. If I doubt that place, it will not give phalam. Tirthe. Then Dvije. Dvije means a Brahmana. Upon a Brahmana who is coming to your house to do puja and all, rituals, I should not doubt that person. Even Nalla Padikrana mantra in Liya, how he is chanting. Doubt panna kudadu. Mantre tirthe dvije. Then daive. That Lord whom I am worshipping, I should not doubt whether this God is powerful or not. And going to other God. Because other neighbor is going to some other God. So he has got lot of benefits. I mean, my God is not giving any benefit. Let me change my God. Like that person thinks that God cannot bless that person. Daivam. Then Bheshaje Gurau. Even you can take a Daivajnana, even astrologer also. Some people, they go to different astrologers. Once you don't have belief, don't go to that astrologer. Once you go to astrologer, believe him. But some people, they go to that astrologer after giving something, whatever he knows, he says. And that is not pleasant to this person. What he says, let me go to another astrologer. He will say some other thing, differently. Appo yedi unakku pleasant, and the astrologer is great. Enna ide? Ada Devajnana, the astrologer. Bheshajam anna medicine. Or doctor marundu kudta, if you take medicine, this doctor, medicine is really useful or not? This doctor is well qualified. He knows how to give medicine and all. Medicine won't work. That's why our people used to say, olden days, while taking medicine, first edo sloka cholano. You have to say some shloka, or you have to chant some mantra, remember the God and take medicine. Then it will work. The faith is important. Bheshajamanna marund. Guru, last. Guru mele kuda shraddha irukkanum. But very, very difficult to get shraddha on all these things. Especially on Guru. Guru is also ordinary, physical body, like us. Like us, he is eating. Idli, sambar, dosha. Ennama periya shraddha pai vekkirade na. Our Shastra says, Guru, if you hold on to Guru feet, he is the only who help you to cross over this samsara. Nambinal, அந்த சத்தமே வரமாட்டேங்கிறது. நம்புறதே இல்லையா அப்போ? நம்பினால் Bhagavan is there to take care. Why I have to doubt? There should not be any drawback from my standpoint. No? Let me have Shraddha. If there is something wrong on those other things, Bhagavan will correct. Why I have to lose my Shraddha? Therefore, what? Shraddhaya paraya taptam. Paraya Shraddhaya. Naraihi yuktaihi aphala kankshibhihi. Taptam na practiced by whom? Naraihi. Narai means not all beings, all human beings. Naraihi means those who are eligible to do that ritual, to practice the discipline, eligible, qualified, yuktaihi, who are disciplined by people who are eligible, and yuktaihi, who remain unperturbed, undisturbed in success and failure. They are called yuktaha. In success and failure, they are maintaining integrated personality. There is an alignment, integration in their personality. Yuktaihi. Not only that, aphala kankshibhihin. And they are not desirers of results. Not result oriented. not result in a materialistic, result oriented. Then what? Atma kamaha. Suppose a person desires, I want to get Atma Jnanam. It is also a desire. Shastra says in Chandogya Upanishad, Atma kamaha akamaha bhavati. He is as good as not a desire. No? Desire for Atma Jnanam or Moksha is not a desire. It will not come under desire. Why? Because once you recognize your Atma Swarupam, by that recognition, all desires will go away. Atma kamaha akamaha bhavati. Shuddha kama, satya kamaha, satya sankalpaha. Shastra permits satya kama, satya sankalpaha. Therefore, this person, sattvika tapas, that person, vachaka manasa, tapas eppadi irukkumna? Satvikama irukkum. His gunam is sattvika guna predominant. Never work for results. Enna varumo. Worry about the results. That's why you learn from the past. Past is a pushing. If I learn from the past, past is a pushing or if I don't learn about the past, if I curse my past, if I worry about my past, that past is a pulling. It pulls down. Because we are having lot of guilt about our past. Hey, past is dead and gone. Forget once for all. Why past it happened to you? To teach a lesson. Other intelligent, mature person take it as a lesson. Then it is a pushing, uplifting. A past experience is a lesson. For a mature person, he takes it as an upliftment. That's why somebody said, if a person throw the stones like bricks, that intelligent person construct a building. Intelligent person construct a building with the thrown stones. What a intelligent. Anybody criticize? Welcome. No? Anybody censure me? Welcome. I am ready to swallow. Because they are all stepping stones for me. Immature person? What immature person do? Guilt. So much guilt about the past. So much guilt about the past and worrying. Chinta. That chinta does what? Chinta dahati jiva yutam vapuhu. The chinta, that worry, kills that alive person. Chinta kills that alive person. Therefore, be free from chinta, worry. Be free from chinta. That's what Sadasiva Brahmendra said. What? Chinta nasti kila tesham jnaninaha chinta nasti. For those wise people, very chinta. Therefore, we are all free from chinta. Aphala kankshibhihi yuktaihi naraihi paraya shraddhaya taptam satvikam tapas. That is satvikam tapas. Okay. Next shloka we will read. Next tapas, what comes? Rajasika tapas. Tapas, but a rajasic mind person, he also does kayika, manasika, vachika, but rajasic nature. What he does? Satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaivayat kriyate tadiha proktam राजसं चलमध्रुवम् यत् दम्भेन क्रियते तत् तपः राजसम् अध्रुवम् चलम् उच्यते. राजसं तपः उच्यते. यत् दम्भेन क्रियते, that austerity, tapaha means austerity, that austerity, yat kriyate, which is practiced, undertaken, done by a person with what? Dambhena, with pretense, with pretension or ostentation, and thinking that I am a great person, I know everything, I am a great Brahmana, I am a Pandit, I am a scholar. Now that is called Dambham, ostentation. Dambhena kriyate. Tatu proktam iha, whatever he does in this world, while living in this world, he does. Rajasam tapa uchyate. That is called Rajasic tapas. What is that? What type of tapas that is? Chalam. Chalam means which is by which tapas the results are impermanent. Chalam means very, very fluid, like our mic. Like our mic, their results are also very, very fluid. We do not know when they stop. No, the results very, very temporary in ardham. பாப்பா அவர் எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டாலும் கூட அது டெம்பரரியாக வேலை பண்ணுறது. There is no gratitude at all to this mic. So, chalam. So, this is chalam means temporary benefit, that which gives atyalpa kala phalam. Atyalpa kala sthayi. Shankaracharya says, atyalpa kala, and the result will be rajasic tapas, whatever he does, that result is very, 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 very short time. It won't be long time. That is the sign of Rajasa karma. Sattvika karma means long time it will be the result, but this person, result is like this fluctuating. Okay? Chalam. Adhruvam. Adhruvam means uncertain. Very, very uncertain. Whether result come or not, we do not know. But Sattvika tapasla, result is bound to come, that too achalam, dhruvam phalam. You can supply. Here adhruvam, Sattvika tapas, dhruvam. Here chalam, there achalam. So what to do? Do Sattvika tapas and artham. More in the next class. Purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate. Purnasya purnamādāya purnamevāvashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.